What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here finally, and today we're going to be playing catch-up. I have 3 BFRs to do because I've had 0 time, and so here we are. Game 20 versus the Seattle Kraken. 7 o'clock game on November 20th. Score 3-2 Seattle, and a game that the Hawks should not have lost, and some stuff that should not have gone on happened. Hawks drop to 10-6-4. They get outshot 27-24. Hits 15-9 Seattle. Faceoffs 26-25 Chicago. Power plays 1 for 2 for Chicago, 1 for 3 for Seattle. Knight saves 24 out of 27. DeCord saves 22 out of 24. Hawks coming into this, points in 5 out of the last 6. Or 6 out of the last 7. They've won 5 out of the last 6 or something like that. And this was the turning point. This game was the turning point of whether they were going to sink or swim. And at first, it looked like they were going to swim, and then they sunk pretty quickly. 2:37, Seattle penalty to Stevenson in the first period. That's for tripping, which is killed. In the second, at 19:17, it's a Chicago goal by Tyler Bertuzzi, his 10th of the season from Teravainen and Nazar to make it 1-0. 10:59, it's a Seattle penalty to DeCord, which would be for tripping, which would be served by Marchment. And the Hawks score on the power play. 9:53, it's Teuvo Teravainen with his 5th of the season from Bertuzzi and Levshinov to make it 2-0. 8:13, Chicago penalty to Nazar for holding, which is killed. Then in the third, 17:28, Chicago penalty to Mikheyev for hooking, which is killed. 14:51, Seattle scores. They get one back, and it's Ty Cartier, 2nd of the season from Fisker Mogard, who in his first NHL game recorded his first NHL point being an assist, so congrats to him. And Montour to make it 2-1. A little over 2 minutes later, 2 minutes and 4 seconds, they score again, and it's a deflection by Shane Wright, 5th of the season from Evans and Cadden to make it 2-2. Threw my hands in the air and said, if they just get a point. Then this happens. 4:16, there's a breakaway. The Bedard gets a break. He's clearly hooked, clearly slashed on the break, and there's no call on the play. No penalty shot, no penalty. So Bedard, understandably, looks at the ref, has some words for him, and skates away. He didn't stay more than maybe 3 or 4 seconds. They call the penalty of abusive officials on Bedard. Justin Key deserves to be suspended for an eternity. That was ridiculous. It was childish. And it determined the outcome of a game. It straight up determined the outcome of this game. And that's unacceptable. Yes, the Blackhawks fan in me is speaking, but also the hockey fan in me is speaking. I've seen lots of these calls where I've said that determined a game. That shouldn't have happened. This one, for sure, goes against the Hawks, and it's just unacceptable on all levels. And he didn't even look like he said much. He kind of just said, he looked like he said, what the hell, basically, in more explicit terms, but yeah. 2:18, Seattle scores the power play goal, and it's Jaden Schwartz with his 8th of the season. From Montour and Marchment, 3-2 Seattle. The Hawks blow a 2-0 lead, and they lose the lead with the stupid penalty. Anyway, that's going to be all I have for you guys in this one. We're speedrunning these BFRs, but that's the highlight of this game. A call by a ref is the highlight of the game. You know it's bad. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.